What's going on, everybody? It's B.M.T coming at you again with another one. I had to come and do this one. This one right here follows up on that of the conversation of two things that we need to definitely talk about that was brought to my attention. Me and shout out to Faith and the Faith Factor. Let me show her channel real quick. Let me show you her channel. Hope y'all like that music. So, if y'all definitely can, check out the Faith Factor. That's with Faith. Again, check out the Faith Factor. That's with Faith. It's a great channel. It's a great show. I usually go over there. I support. She talks about that of being a classy woman, how to carry yourself, how to be healthy, fit, feminine, as well as know how to stand 10 toes down. She also supports that of accountability for men and for women. And me and her did an amazing discussion talking about that, what happened between Melanie King and mediocre tutorials. And we talked about that, and one of the pushbacks was there was nothing wrong with the way how Melanie King carried herself with mediocre tutorials. Oh no, better yet, why did he not press? And we put out like, listen, when alcohol is involved, you have to be very, very, very careful because you can be liable for charges or things can happen to you. And when you tell this to people, some people are like, I don't care, or you know what, man, like you need to stop being scary and everything. And so it happens to be around that time of a very prominent case that happened in 2019. In 2019, it was an up and coming star athlete named Albert Wilson. And we're going to go ahead and showcase that, and we're going to go over that information that is coming up. Okay, so let me go ahead and get that stuff squared away for you guys. Okay, let me go ahead and grab that information. Again, all of the stuff that we're talking about can be found. All the stuff I'm talking about can be found in my description from that of the sources of information, the accredited content creator who also found the information, which is the Faith Factor. And we're going to go over that of the article because I don't think that how's the best way to say it? Hang on, give me a second. I'm gonna pull it up for you. I'm getting all the information for you guys. Please be patient. But I want to make sure I have all the stuff nice and categorized together on why we're saying what we're saying. And Faith and I were trying to tell you guys about in this day and age, you guys have to be very careful, especially you men. You have to be careful with that. A woman can never consent when she's drunk. Now, a lot of people say, "Oh no, man!" Like, listen, y'all. I get it. Some people may tell you differently. The world is not like that, man. When I was in the military, they had it whereas to if a soldier had a consumption of just a sip of alcohol, and that was found in their blood, right when they test them, and you had sex with them, and they were to follow that and say, "Hey, I wasn't cool with that. I felt uncomfortable." You will be charted with UCMJ charges. They can hit you up because they found alcohol in their system. They found a substance in their system, and this is something that a lot of men are not thinking properly, or they want to live in some type of diatribe of a time that you know. Sure, the girl's feeling me, but is she feeling you, or is the liquor more so taking over? What's going on, Doug? Yeah, we gotta definitely talk about this, man. We definitely need to talk about this, man. Make sure I grab the whole case. What's going on, Jay? So there's the case right there. With Albert Wilson sues Kansas for wrongful conviction after rape case was dismissed. Now I'm not sure if y'all remember who this guy was. What's going on, Craig? Yeah, bro, we got to talk about this later, bro. You know, we got to definitely talk about this. This man was in jail since 2019. This was the prominent football athlete. If y'all don't remember the story, this is the prominent football athlete that he pretty much went to the bar with his friends. They met two females. They were talking. One of the girls happened to be underage, but she got caught up in trouble. Shout out to Straw Hat Jufy, and shout out to the con man. We talk on capping no tapping, and we have conversations about accountability and being aware of your surroundings. And this man was supposed to be in college playing football. That man was sentenced to 12 years in prison. And we're going to go over that. Lawrence, let me make sure I got that squared away. Y'all know how I am. I want to make sure y'all all see me. There we go. Lawrence, Kentucky, a former University of Kansas City, a Kansas student, was whose rape conviction was dismissed last year, is now suing the state. So he just got out last year. Albert Wilson has filed a lawsuit in Douglas County District Court against the state of Kansas for wrongful conviction and imprisonment. Wilson was convicted of rape in 2019 from an encounter with a 17-year-old girl he met at a bar near the KU campus or the Kansas University campus. Now, this is very interesting. This is very interesting because I hear this from a lot of men, and check me if I'm wrong, when a lot of men say, well, the age of consent, because, in the state of, this state, 16 is the age of consent. And I'm trying to tell you, if they have a parent, they can't consent. There's no way a 6-year-old can consent without that. If a parent or a 17-year-old, if the parent finds out or the guardian or somebody finds out y'all messing with that of a child or somebody under their legal guardianship, bruh, be ready for the fire. Gentlemen, be ready for the fire. I know what y'all having these online courthouse debates about consensual age and Marcus Houston and all that. That don't work in the courtroom. That it doesn't work in the courtroom. It doesn't. I don't know why y'all still think that, but this brother found out. This is why you check the age. I know some people say, well, I had a fake ID. And okay, so you got in with a fake ID. So you snuck by. But how many brothers get caught up in this? Brothers, y'all got to start checking, man. Y'all got to start asking questions. Don't be so quick if a woman or a female comes up to you and start asking, hey, you look cute. Can I kiss you? Hey, can you want to, let me dance up with you. Let me twerk up with you. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's slow down. Y'all might say, hey, that sounds too suspicious. I'm not no soft. I'm not weak. Bruh, if you don't know that woman, slow the brakes down. Slow down the brakes. Things go fast so easily. Hey, can you buy me and my girlfriend some drinks? Oh, snap. Oh, y'all look cute. All right, yeah, I can buy y'all some drinks. Nope, don't do it. Bro, fellas, don't do it. If a woman is coming up to you in a bar, you don't really even know her like that, and she's asking you to buy her drinks, don't do it. And I know some people gonna have pushback against me about that. No, buy your own drinks. Tell you what, why don't you buy the first round of drinks for you? I'll buy my round of drinks. We can sit down at a table and we can brush up and talk. I know, and this is the thing that a lot of men, especially y'all black men, I'm gonna direct it to y'all, but this is about y'all. When y'all start seeing some women start getting belligerent and drunk, I don't know why we got this in the mind that that's an easy picking to get between their legs. Y'all be running them. Y'all be running y'all freedom on the line, man. Y'all think getting them slush drunk women, that's a win. No, it's not. That's sexual assault. That's rape. You on your own, bro. Like Albert. Granted, he didn't even have no evidence of doing this. It's easy to get caught up like this in college. You're around your peers, all the same age group, and high school kids can blend in. Almost happened to me. Luckily, the girl was honest about her age. Shout out to you, Doug, for giving us that example for honesty. It happens. I've seen plenty of college parties, house parties, where young women or girls have wandered in there. I was at a house party. That happened. I was at a house party. Luckily, one of the older dudes, no, whoa, stop. Dude pulled the goddamn needle off. He pulled the needle off the scratch table. Hold up. I don't want to call y'all out. You have to get out now. There were 6 minors in there. One dude said, nah, they're cool. Hey, pack up our equipment. He said his cousin, hey, we got to get out of here. You got kids here? We got to get out of here. Man, you bugging. Kids are like, yeah, we're cool. That's your freedom on the line. My people like, hey, we getting in the car, we going elsewhere. Some of y'all men got to understand, know when to say no, no, no. Shout out to Phantom Psychology Podcast. When They See Us, 2019, The Central Park 5. Yup, I agree. That was an amazing film. I used to go to college parties when I was in high school, but it was also in the 90s, and I agree. Jay, we know. And the thing about it is these things do happen. But how many men get caught up so easily? How many young girls have gotten pregnant or sexually assaulted? Or women that say, dang, I really did not mean to have sex with that dude. I'm regretting my chances. Wilson was convicted of rape in 2019 from the encounter with a 17-year-old he met in a bar in Kansas City, Kansas University campus when he was 20 years old. She was 17, he was 20. 3-year difference. He was sentenced to 12 years in prison, but has always maintained his innocence. Last year, a judge ruled that during the trial proceeding in the case, Wilson was denied his right to effective assistance of counsel and granted him a new trial. Keith Carnes out of prison 19 years after wrongful conviction. Wow, how many men get put into prison for wrongful conviction? I tell you, man, the system is busted. But in December 2021, Douglas County District Attorney dismissed the case altogether. The case drew national attention, and including from some celebrity supporters, believe Wilson's conviction was unfair because of lack of physical evidence. An all-white and mostly female jury and alleged racial bias from a problematic prosecutor, Amy McCohen. I got to tell y'all right now, man. And I can't tell y'all who to love. So don't come at me. But y'all really got to be careful with this stuff. There is a chip on some women's shoulders. About something like this. I remember 2019. Boy, they had them pitchforks. The Me Too's were happening. Some were real, some were fake. But a lot of you brothers, y'all were getting caught up. Y'all were getting caught up. But y'all still wanted to have them all-white parties, them all-white parties, and put them snow buddies in y'all mansions and yachts. And I'm like, dang, ain't they the ones that blowing the whistle on y'all, and y'all still putting them on the boat? Now Wilson, who lives in Wichita, is seeking monetary relief, tuition assistance, and participation in the state health care benefits program under the state law. He also requesting that the court expunge the case from his record. So he still has it on his record. He wants them to get him tuition assistance so he can go to college. Good for him. And he also wants health care. Wow, that this man has some stuff, some key points. He's lost a lot. But all over that there was drinking, and he thought he was going to get a kiss from a female. And I remember because on that podcast with Mediocre Tutorials and Melanie King, you had it where the majority of the audience wanted mediocre tutorial to kiss Melanie King. And we were saying, listen, Faith said, had he had kissed her while she was drinking with intoxication, y'all understand that tongue going in her mouth, that's penetration, right? Y'all do know that's penetration. When something of yours enters into someone else, that's called penetration. You know, you gotta go inside. You know, this pen, right? Let me show you. Let me help you understand. So y'all understand. This pen goes into this fist. It is penetrating into my fist. See, it's going in. It just penetrated. I'm trying to help you understand that a lot of y'all, especially young men, myself included, I've been there. When I look at it, I have put myself in some dangerous situations. And sometimes I am glad. I told a story. There was a woman that came into my room, intoxicated, threw up on the floor, no shoes on, looking all kind of ruffled up. No, I don't know who she is. I don't know if she affiliated. Mind you, that white girl, her dad was a law enforcement officer. So you already know he had an axe to grind. Let's go ahead and play. Let's play this story. I want to get this out. I don't want to go. I'm not going to go long on this, but y'all do understand. I hope y'all do. It does not take much to lock your butt up. It don't. And it's crazy because you don't see that many men talking about this. But I get it. I get it. So let's go ahead.
Wrongfully convicted of rape is now suing the state for thousands of dollars.
Last year, a judge exonerated Albert Wilson of conviction for 2 years behind bars. This is here now with the details on this. Wilson is right here in Wichita. When he moved to Lawrence to go to K 2016, he had no idea he would end up losing more than 2 years of his life for that wrongful conviction. But under a Kansas law that has not been around that long, he might be entitled to a payout.
Albert is someone who's like very, very gentle, very kind.
He's just all around a good kid.
Ask just about anyone who knows Albert Wilson, and this is what you'll hear. That's why so many people were excited when this happened in March of 2021. Wilson was released from prison after a judge ruled he was wrongfully convicted of raping a woman in Lawrence in 2019. And it's not over yet.
He just seems to be someone you would assume would get caught up in this kind of situation. But that's also what's scary about it, is that it can happen when you least expect it.
Wilson and his lawyer, Larry Michael, are suing the state for the time he spent wrongfully in prison, citing this 2018 Kansas law that says people in Wilson's shoes are entitled to $65,000 per year spent behind bars. Michael says even though Kansas has a law specifically for this situation, it might not be easy.
Even though the case has been dismissed, theoretically the state could try to prove that Mr. Wilson didn't commit the crime he was charged with, and therefore he's not entitled to compensation.
But his hope is that the state will settle out of court. But even if they win, Michael says it doesn't even begin to make Wilson's situation whole.
I'm not sure there's any amount of money. But to me, it's a pretty harsh thing to think about losing your freedom for something that you didn't deserve that.
Now, Michael says it's not just money he's hoping to get for Wilson. Another part of that lawsuit asks for what's called a certificate of innocence, which would permanently clear his record. We'll keep following the story and keep you posted on air and online. Eli Higgins, Cake News.
You know, even after you finish the case, you still have stuff lingering over you. And he's right to go say, I want that expunged. I want that taken off of my name. I want that off of me. I want all that stuff off of me. I want some type of peace. And his lawyer brought up a good point. Like he can never get back that peace. That man spent 2 years in prison. God knows what happened to that man while he was in prison. God knows what he's been through, mentally and physically. I'm pretty sure he had some dark moments inside that cell to know that you're innocent and you're sitting there. This is why a lot of y'all men, y'all got to learn to protect your peace and your sanity and your assets. Stop being so hungry, horny hippos. Have some decency of self-control and dignity. This is something that Faith was talking to y'all about, and I was trying to push towards y'all men that, hey, these cases are real. There are men that are still sitting behind bars for allegations of stuff that they did not do. So I hope y'all understand from Albert Wilson's case. And shout out to Faith and the Faith Factor. This is a real thing. I'm B.M.T. Thank you for watching my show. Have a good day.